Mary Jane Edward. What is your question? Judge, paulit na lang natin ng 2 beses muna and then bago tayo sumagot, guys. Dalawang puses ulitin yung question then bago tayo sumagot.
Okay. Ano ang masasabi mo sa mga teenager na nagtatago ng kanilang sexual identity dahil sa takot sa discrimination at non-acceptance ng kanilang pamilya? Thank you.
Thank you so much. This is the most crucial part of the competition, as we are not just being scored because of beauty and talent, but also our intellectual capacity. Now, if I am going to rephrase the question that was given to me, what message will I be giving to someone who is afraid to get out of his shell or her shell because that person is afraid of the acceptance coming from his or her family? Ladies and gentlemen, I myself, it took me a while for me to embrace my personality. It took me a while for me to embrace becoming a trans woman. For everyone's knowledge, I am already 21 when I have transitioned in becoming a trans woman. And that's also because I am afraid of the full acceptance that I might not be given or getting coming from my parents. However, what I've learned and what will be the message that I will be giving to that person is just believe in what you feel inside. Believe on what's in your heart. It's because in the 21 years of my existence, I've been hiding my true identity. In my 21 years of my experience, I am trying so hard to let myself believe that that is the person that I am. But when I have fully accepted who I am, when I have fully accepted that I am a trans woman, that's the only time that I found my happiness. And my happiness right now is to showcase to everyone that I am loud and proud that I am a trans woman. One of the factors that made me afraid to come out of my shell is because I am afraid to become or not to become successful merely because I came from a poor family. However, my decision of coming out did not hinder me to become a successful person. I graduated as a cum laude, and on top of that, I am also working as an operations manager to one of the largest BPO companies here in the Philippines. And I would want to say to everyone, especially to the members of the LGBT members who are still afraid of coming out of your shell, just wait for the right time. Accept yourself. It's because there is a proper timing for everything. And with the proper timing, with the proper time that you are waiting for you to become successful and for you to embrace yourself, that's the only time that you will only be feeling the real happiness. And I pray that everyone will find their happiness despite of the choices that they will be doing in their lives. Good evening at magandang gabi po kayo.
Thank you so much, Mary. Anthony, hold on. Okay, and the judge who you pick is the Honorable Miss Melissa Ann Monreal Paraga. The Honorable,
Hi, girl.
the Chairman of the Board.
Hello, good morning. What is the relevance of this pageant to our current economic situation? Again, what is the relevance of this pageant to our current economic situations?
You know what, ladies and gentlemen? I would answer it directly to the point. I believe that this pageant is very relevant in the society despite of all the trials and challenges that we experience in our country, especially our country in the Philippines. This pageant is very relevant because you know why? Dahil sa kabila po ng paghihirap na nararanasan natin dito sa ating bansa, simple lamang po ang sagot. Minsan, hindi po masama ang ngumiti. Hindi po masama na maging masaya tayo minsan. Dahil naniniwala po ako, this pageant can give happiness to each and everyone. And that is the purpose why we are standing in front of everyone. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that this platform proves us that we homosexual are not a lesser person in this world. But instead, we use this platform to improve our personality, to be more productive and efficient in whatever thing we are into. Always remember, ladies and gentlemen, that despite of all the challenges and trials that we experience in our life, always remember, like what Latin princess once said, "Que te siente Mundo, esto Metodillo, esto Mutatares. That means, despite of all the challenges and hard life in our world, don't let the world change you. Always be the change. Thank you so much and good evening.
Thank you so much, candidate number 7, Miss Christine Reyes. Mr. Eli Ray, ayan. Ano po yung question natin, Mare? Mare?
Kanina na. Sorry po. Kanino po?
Mr. Eli Ray Nakabuan. Yan na.
Hello, good evening.
Hello,
Meron akong tatlong tanong dito. Pumili ka from 1 to 3. Three. In your opinion, what are the biggest challenges facing the LGBTQ plus community today, particularly in same-sex marriage, and how do you plan to address them? Again, in your opinion, what are the biggest challenges facing the LGBT community plus today, particularly in same-sex marriage, and how do you plan to address them?
Thank you so much. Good evening, everyone. Well, my dear friends in the board and the panel of judges tonight, I believe that the biggest problem concerning same-sex marriage among us members of the LGBTQ community is the lack of understanding on what are the fundamentals of same-sex marriage and its implementations here in our Philippines. First and foremost, when we say the word marriage, this is a sacred sanctity between a man and a woman. But what we are fighting for here, especially in our government and in the Congress, it is not the right to get married inside the church. But what we are fighting for is for our love and our relationship to be legalized. Because we are living in a predominantly Catholic and Christian country wherein we respect the utmost highest law, which is the law of God. But that is besides my point tonight. Now, let me address for you tonight civil union instead of same-sex marriage. Because if we are going to talk about same-sex marriage, that will take a very long time to explain. Simply because of the process, because it goes beyond more so than our constitution, but our religion. Because our Philippine constitution states, according to our family code, that a marriage should be between a man and a woman. So if we are going to approve same-sex marriage, then we are going to revise the Constitution. Now, why am I in favor of civil union? Simple lamang ho. Tanungin ko kayo, ang isang babae at isang lalaki nagkakilala sa bar. Kinabukasan, nagkagustuhan, nalaman ng babae, mayaman yung lalaki. Nagpakasal. Ang kasal nila, it is approved. It is allowed. Pwede silang ikasal sa simbahan. Bakit? Kasi lalaki sila at babae. Pero tinanong ba doon kung mahal nila ang isa't isa? May patunay ba na nagmamahalan sila? O mahal lang niya yung pera? O minsan meron tayong tinatawag ng arranged or fixed marriage. Ngayon mga kaibigan, merong isang lalaki at isang lalaki, isang babae at isang babae. 20 years na silang magkarelasyon pero hindi sila maikasal-kasal kahit mahal nila yung isa't isa, nakapagpundar na sila ng kung ano-anong mga negosyo, ari-arian, at kung ano-ano pa man. Why? Simply because of what's between their legs and because of their genders, which is very, very sad. Shouldn't be that the fundamental of marriage should be love and not gender? Well, we can raise everybody's eyebrows right now, but allow me to open up everyone's heart and everyone that is watching right now that the basic sanctity of marriage and the basic requirement ng tinatawag niyong kasal ay ang dapat ang pag-iibigan ng dalawang tao, hindi ang kanilang kasalan. Ngunit mga kaibigan, kaming mga bakla, pwede kaming mag-ayos ng mga kasal ninyo. Gagawa kami ng bouquet, kami gagawa ng cake, mag-i-event coordinator, event planner, lahat-lahat. Magtatahi pa kami ng gown ninyo. May make-upan namin kayo on your very special day. Pero hanggang dun na lang ba kami? Taga-ayos ninyo, tagapagsilbi ninyo, tagapagpaganda ninyo tuwing mga may
ikakasal kayo, kami, kahit gaano namin respetuhin ng Diyos, lagi nilang sinasabi that we are not for same-sex marriage because we are members of the LGBT community. But you know what, my dear friends? Allow me to end my answer by saying that we are all creation of God. And at the end of the day, we are all created by love, and love will forever be universal. Magandang abit po sa inyo.
Thank you so much, candidate number 6, Miss Ivy Garapolo. You know what, Madam Makoy
Perez. Good morning.
Mike daw, te.
Mare?
Kanina po?
Makoy. Busy ka dyan, Mare?
Sorry, busy ako kasi naka-prepare na ako sa mga ibibigay lahat.
Okay,
So, sorry naman po. Ito po ako.
Hello everyone. Hello candidate number 3. Good morning, madam. This is your question. What is your opinion on the importance of education in combating poverty and inequality? What is your opinion on the importance of education in combating poverty and inequality?
Okay, the question that is bestowed upon my shoulder goes like this. What is my insight or opinion regarding on the education and combating the poverty and equality in our society? Ladies and gentlemen, education is a fundamental thing that we should possess as an individual. Ladies and gentlemen, it is important and essential for us to have education, to be educated and to have enough knowledge in order to face the reality and endeavors of life. And how would I going to relate it in combating what they call poverty, which is our society is facing right now, and at the same time, the equality that we LGBT community is longing for. Ladies and gentlemen, there is one thing. If you're educated, definitely, you have the knowledge and you have the curiosity on how you can be able to prove in the society that the poverty is really a rampant thing that we should face right now. Because according to statistics, poverty, the Philippines is one of the countries that is facing this kind of challenge. And at the same time, it is really hard for us to combat this. Because, like me, even though I'm educated, but still, I have the right and I have the opportunity to use my education in pursuing my career and in order to uplift the poverty that we're experiencing. But still, poverty lies in the leaders of our government. Ladies and gentlemen, one of the things that we should combat right now for having the education is the graft and corruption that the leaders are doing right now. And when it comes to equality, which I'm really longing for, definitely, that is one of the pitiful thing that I have with my fellow LGBT member. That we are so much anxious of expressing our freedom that we are lacking of what we call the education. We are so anxious of taking out of the closet and expressing that self that we have in our society. But how can we gain the equality by having an education? That is by being yourself with discipline, moral character, and most of course, respect. Because I believe in the Bible, you should always respect yourself first for the others to be respected by you. Equality will follow if you know how to respect yourself. That is the greatest thing that I know will combat poverty and at the same time, equality. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, candidate number 3, Karen Montecillo, aka Miss Lois Sandal. Na-starstruck ako sa kanya, sobrang ganda niya.
Ako totoo kanina papagbaba nila, kanina wala pa silang makeup. Ang ganda-ganda talaga nila.
So,
I think that will be my lucky for today, Miss Sai Dawson.
Miss Sai Dawson, you are the lucky judge of our candidate number 5.
Go na! Bibidyo ako.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening po, madam.
If you could be anyone else beside yourself, who would you be?
Pardon, madam?
If you could be anyone else besides yourself, who would you be?
Wow. Maraming salamat po sa isang napakagandang katanungan. Kung ako nga raw po ay magiging isang tao bukod sa akin, sino nga raw po ba ito at bakit? Marahil sa pagkakataon pong ito, kung hindi po natin natatanong sa bawat isa or sa mga katabi po natin, we are celebrating Mother's Day. At kung merong isang taong magiging ako, wala pong iba. Gusto ko po maging ako ay isang ina. Dahil dito sa ating mundo, ang pinakamahirap na trabaho na ginagampanan ng isang tao ay ang pagiging nanay. Bakit? Dahil ang nanay ay walang Sabado't Linggo, walang sweldo, pero ang kailangan lang nilang isukli ay ang respeto at pagmamahal ng kanilang mga anak. Lagi po nating tatandaan, ang ina ay nag-aalay ng 9 na buwan para sa kanilang mga anak, sa kanilang sinapupunan. Kaya gugustuhin ko po maging ina at ang anak ko, ang naging ina ko upang masuklian ko ang lahat ng paghihirap na ginawa niya sa akin bilang isang anak. Doon sa pamamagitan na yon ay masusuklian ko ang tinatawag nating unconditional love na binibigay ng bawat nanay, mama, ina sa araw na ito. Lagi po nating tatandaan, lalong-lalo na po ngayong Mother's Day, not every one of us can do great things, but a mother can do small things with great love. Thank you.
Wow, that's a very hard ring from Nakakaloka ba? O, di ba napakalalaman?